Welcome back to GA Style peeps, and this is another episode, another adventure for GA Style again. And today I represent you another Max Power creation, which is definitely a bit different, which is absolutely cool as everything has been airbrushed. Look at the details and everything. This has been somebody who put about 50 grand in this car without a doubt, and it's been built about 15 years ago, like all the stuff and everything. So I'm just gonna go over, show you what's what, and let's enjoy this car. So what we've got here is we've got Mark IV headlights built in, then we've got Lenzo alloys, which is on air ride as well. Lovely alloys. What are the size? Size 18 inch rims. Nice graphics going down the side. There's the Peugeot. I believe so. Looks like a Peugeot to me, but God knows, I think it's meant to be this car driving fast. Then we've got Scoobs Corsa rear lights, which are look like Lexus triple exhaust, which is active properly. So yeah, nice decent paint job. Everything. Have we got anything on the roof? No, roof is blank. Then we've got full carbon fiber door cards. Well, the top part by the look of it. This is all carbon fiber. And then we've got massive audio, full system, front speakers, rear speakers. I'll show you in a bit. So this is what we've got in here. I believe these are going to be 6.5 or 5.25 inch, something like that. Lovely body kit. The interior, what we got: bucket seats, little bits of trim painted as well on the floor, same as to match the sides. We got Mama Italy steering wheel, obviously painted dash, everything's been custom made. This is the whole air ride stuff as well. So I'm gonna drop it down. Just to show you what it looks like. And basically she is slammed. Look at that. You got now on this one, now on this. Yeah, that's nice and low. Nice and low. So yeah, that's how the air ride works. Then obviously I'll pump it up. It's got a PlayStation 2 because there's a hidden 32-inch screen in the back. What do we have at the moment? I'm just charging batteries. So we've got 4 12s, 2 there, 2 there, 3 amplifiers, 2 for the bass and 1 4-channel one, which split for the front and for the bootlet speaker. So what else do we have on this car? There's so much to see. I haven't got even, like I say, there's the 32-inch telly, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop it open and I'm gonna show you what actually looks inside. So continue. So that's what I was talking about. I've got massive audio, sort of rear end fill, 2 tweeters and 2 5.5-inch bass drivers, something along them lines. And then what we've got is, like I said, 3 amps. That is for one side of the bass for 12s. Then we've got this, which is for this side, and then this 4-channel amplifier actually drives the rear speakers and the front speakers as well. So what it is, although, well, as you can see, the telly pops up as well. It's on a servo, like that. And then we have controllers in there and all of the goodies, all of the proper max power goodies. So what it is what it is, but we have problems with voltage and amplifiers. So that amplifier shows completely always on the protect, but it works perfectly fine. It's an unknown thing. And then what else it is? That one has got no lights on, but it works. That one has got lights, but it goes on and off after a certain volume. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of an investigation off the camera for now, and I will let you know what the hell is going on and what are we gonna be doing about it. Right then, so after a bit of digging, I have dug up a split charge relay, which is in here. I think it's just like sort of just sends the current to the other battery. I don't think it's got any isolators or anything. It's just a big massive relay that actually doesn't work because what it is, it's apparently these two cables are coming out here. They go into here, along here, inside this, and then from there it goes into here, through the relay, and going into the cabin. I found the cable that goes into the cabin as well. But the thing is that on this side of the relay there is nothing, and on the other side, on here, there is obviously 13.3 volts. So basically this relay I've tried to sort of piggyback. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to see what the hell is going on, whether I can hopefully fix the existing one so don't have to do anything else, or we'll have to put a new one for the charging. But the thing is, the way this one works, it's actually, I believe, has been connected somewhere in the car inside here. I think on these panels, on these buttons, for them to turn it on and off. So I'm gonna pop this panel off as well, have a look what sort of cables are going into there, if there's any cables going into there anyways, and sort of figure out what the hell we were doing. But basically for the time being, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop that relay off and we'll have a close check up on what is going on with the relay itself, whether it is working or there's some sort of fault somewhere. Right, so this is the big ass relay. So basically what it is, one goes in, that's out, and then with these two negative, then you've got a positive trigger, and you can choose when to actually send the charge and when to stop the charge. That's what this relay really does. But I did try and test it, and seems like there is nothing sort of coming through. I'm gonna demonstrate to you really, because normally when these relays work, the click So let's say for an example, oh come on you stupid thing, there you go. So let's say for an example, I normally get a cable 2 seconds. So can we see the spark? No spark. We got a bit of spark there. Well, basically we do have a spark. So normally you can hear a click when you positive and negative, but I can't hear no clicks. I can't hear nothing. Let's check. Multimeter. So what with the multimeter? Let's put on ohms. We're not testing diodes. There's nothing really there that will, there's no continuity and no there, so I would say that this is dead, and that is the problem why the split charge ain't working. So but basically what I've done now is I've actually because I had this old split relay charge, like the newer modern version one. What I've done is I've just attached it on. As you can see at the moment it's attached on. That's what it looks like. 140 amp cut-in split relay. As you can see on this probe here, on that part there, it is a bit burnt, but I'm gonna still try it on, see if it works, because it's, it's not gonna harm anything. And basically I'll just test it with a multimeter, whether there's voltage going in or out. If there is, I might actually consider leaving it here for the time being and just making it more secure until we get a new one, or I don't know, whatever. But basically I'm gonna set the camera up, I'm gonna start it up, and let's test it, see if it actually even works. So let's start the jiggy-majingy, make sure nothing's gonna pop. So let's have a look then. 13.1, 13.1. So that means that in a sense I should have 13.1 in the boot here now. So let's have a look. Let's have a look if I can get it into stand. So what do we have now here? That's what we have. We've got 13. So what it means is that the split charge is working now. Well, the one that I've installed is working, and it is sending the charge to the rear battery. And the thing is, the way these split charges work, I'm gonna let it run for 5. So the way these split charges work, that it's actually not affecting the front battery, it's just splitting that charge into 2 and sending it to the other battery, like a leisure battery. 2 seconds. So basically I can actually make this to wire it up and leave it really on, and now the rear battery is actually getting charged at all the times. And another thing is, as long as I remember, these split charges work sort of both ways. If the front battery dies, it actually can send a charge from the back to the front. I'm not quite sure whether this one does it, but I know that I have installed some previously, and they did do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this now to run for a little while, and then we'll start testing the sound system and everything, because I think that even the screen is coming up quicker than what it used to. So there is definitely like sort of an improvement already, because before that, if it wasn't getting a charge, it wouldn't be able to do that, and things that would have been getting errors, especially like amplifiers, like I say. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna let this run for 5, let it charge up, see what the voltage is gonna come up to, and then really we'll go from there. Well, there's always something that doesn't go right as it should go. The issue is, right, well, even though it worked, it doesn't work anymore. If you carefully read on the package, it says cut in at 13.3 volts, right? The alternator, when this car is running, is only putting out 13 volts. So if you look at that, can see it cuts in to charge the battery, but it cuts out because there's not enough current flowing from the alternator. So I'm not really actually sure that the split charge will work, because due to the low voltage coming from the alternator, I don't understand why it is so low, unless the starter motor is on its way out. But this shouldn't be that low. Now it's even showing 12.8, and that's running, and that's the car is running. So this is a bit strange. This is a bit strange one, to be fair. It seems like the alternator is actually giving up, and it's not charging correctly. Because even though if we put a split charge, it's not gonna cut in to actually send the charge to the other battery. And if we got 12.9 voltage, it's not going to work. So I need to investigate the charge. The alternator is charging something, because now if I stop it, it drops down to 12.4, as you can see. So I would say that maybe his alternator needs to be changed as well. to actually get the proper voltage going into the car, because this should be running 14 volts minimum. So what that means is that we'll keep on investigating and see what the hell is going on. So I'll give us an update in a couple of seconds. So right, mysterious things always happen. So basically at the moment I'm sitting at, what's the voltage? So it's 12.7, right? But the light is on, so that means it's charging the battery, which I have got no idea how the hell is that working now. Like I said, that split charge module really isn't new. I've not bought it, it's been second hand, so I don't know, it might be faulty, might be not, but at the moment it is charging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for 5. I'm going to try and play some music, see what is going to happen, and just in case that on the higher demand it goes off. But as you can see on Tacoma, it's 12.7, which shouldn't be like this, so I'm not sure, but I'm going to give us an update again in 5 seconds less. And the miracle didn't last for long. As soon as I give it some demand from the battery, this thing cut out and it's doing again exactly the same, goes on and on. So really the only last solution is for me for the time being is make it basically exactly the same as it was before. Just connect, instead of using a relay, just connect them permanently two together. At least then they're actually charging until the alternator is going to have to be changed, and more than likely we'll have to, because that is too low for a charge, and then we can actually install a split relay once the voltage is up to standard, how to say. Other than that, it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of join them straight directly and make it all nice and secure, so it doesn't shorten out or anything like it, and see what happens from then, because there's really not much that I can do at this present moment, because I don't have an alternator to change it or anything like that, unfortunately. So yeah, well, let's see what I'm gonna come up with next then. Right, so the charging issue is a bit of a pain, but yeah, it doesn't work. What I did is, like I said, I've joined these two wires together where the relay used to be, and basically attached this as well, so it's more secure and everything, and linked it to the negative terminal in there, the wire that was normally linked to the chassis. And basically now it's actually charging the rear battery, but all these batteries are linked together, which is not really the ideal, but this will do for the time being, because we are getting a new alternator. Yeah, just as fast like that. But unfortunately the next basically step will be to change the alternator, and that, oh pardon me, I will be able to install the split charge, and hopefully everything works. But for the time being, for next couple of days, this is gonna have to stay the way it is. At least it's not cutting out when we're playing loud. I can actually turn it all the way up and it's not cutting out, so that's a thumbs up from that. Thank God for that. But yeah, alternator is coming, and we'll be doing that in the next episode, because this episode is about to end, unfortunately, peeps. It is what it is. But the good news is things are getting sorted, and eventually this car is actually going to have proper power, proper voltage, and proper way of linking two batteries together as well. So, but yeah, as sad as it is, I've got to say goodbye for this one, and I'll definitely be with a part 2, when I will be changing the alternator and basically finishing off all the issues that are present. But yeah, all I can say is thanks a lot for watching. Like and share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.